Hi there, Z here, and a couple apologies. It wouldn't be a commentary video unless I apologize for not putting out things. But the fact is still there. I haven't put out anything. To be fair, I was halfway done recording the new higher quality video. Let's be fair, like I say higher quality because there's a lot of new subscribers here because for some reason I get put in algorithms, but I don't know how I do it. They just come randomly. So I've gotten a lot of subscribers, a lot comparatively. 10's a lot for me. If I get 10 in a month, that's a lot for me. So some people who are waiting for the next thing, it's coming soon. So if you just want to know, it's coming soon. But if you couldn't tell from my voice, I'm just coming down from the flu. Well, not coming down. It's that weird time when there's a bunch of phlegm and shit in your throat, and no matter how much you do, it still sounds the same. So it's one of those type of things where, unfortunately, I don't want to have one of my higher quality videos sound like I'm that weird guy that's from the subway. You know, that one guy who's trying to convince you that the end is about near, but at the same time, they're asking you to chip in some money so they can pay for a McChicken. I don't want to sound like that guy in one of my good things, but I'm okay with sounding like it in one of these commentary videos because I really don't care about these. These commentary videos are here because I have something to say or I'm trying to buy more time so I can get to my next video out. This is just, this is a happy coincidence where both of these merge together as once because I do have something to say. Aren't fans amazing? Hold on. Aren't fans fantastic? Okay. All bad jokes aside, I have really gotten more into, like, ever since I gotten more into to learning about videos or just being more interested in movies and film as a whole. By all means, I'm not looking to dwarf my original mistress, which will be video games, obviously. But the more I look at this, what is with fans? Sorry, you're gonna hear that a lot. So I'm trying to clear what little phlegm is, but let's be fair, my voice is just gone, so it really doesn't matter. But what is with fans? So very recently, Charlie's Angels came out. Yeah, you guys know that whole movie from back in the 90s where it had three women just doing really absolutely, it was cheese to the max. If I had to think of an early 2000s to 1990s movie, it would be that, because that's all it really was. It was a bunch of women doing a bunch of silly things, and guess what? It was fun in the nostalgia sense. You know, when I look back and look at Dumb and Dumber, yes, I still think it's a funny movie, but how much of that is nostalgia preceding actual if it's a good movie or not? I couldn't tell you. I'm a very opinionated man, so guess what? You're not going to get a clear answer from me. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, that's it. The single time I try to clear my throat, I got to take a drink. That's a new drinking game. Go ahead and follow me along if you need to. But if you actually look at a lot of the reviews on that, man, I was not aware that there was that many diehard Charlie's Angels fans. And guess what? If you're an actual fan of something, diehard, absolutely to the core, fine, okay? I have no problem with that. But the issue that I really get is when fans start getting so bad that they decide to drop death threats. Because we're moving on from Charlie's Angels. From what I've heard, I didn't watch it. From what I heard, it was an unforgettable chick flick. Okay, leave it in the past. Let's talk about right now. Let's talk about Star Wars, because obviously the entire internet can't go fucking 1 year without talking about Star Wars, so we're going to talk about it on this channel. So, Star Wars. I'll bring you up to speed on what I know about it. I watched the first one, Force Awakens, I think. I can't remember. Force Awakens, whatever the first one of this trilogy is, and then I watched Rogue One. Both of those I almost fell asleep in. There was nothing that I was interested in. Now, a lot of people could argue with me. Go ahead and do it in the comments section. I'll try to argue back for as much as I can. But if you're going to come at this as a diehard fan and say, you don't understand, Rogue One, that's how they got the Death Star blueprints. I don't think you understand that. It's like, no, I don't, because I never watched really the first three. I'm gonna get a lot of people angry right now. There we go. All right. I'm going to get a lot of people angry right now and say that the prequels are the first movies I've ever seen from beginning to end. I have seen scenes. I have seen bits and pieces of the original trilogy. Never, ever done anything after that. I'm sure I would probably like them more because I was knee-high to a grasshopper when I saw the original, or when I saw the prequels in the movie theaters. I went there with my dad. I was blown away because I was a little kid and I was an idiot, and all kids are idiots. You're an idiot from the moment you're born, from the first time that you get cheated on. You're an idiot in that entire time, and if you've never gotten cheated on, the drop-off date is 23, okay? Don't ask me. That's what it is. You're an idiot from that time to 23. From then on, you're at least knowledgeable. You're one with the world. But me as an idiot, I'm just like, oh look, droids fighting clone people, yay! And my dad, who is a fan of the original three, is like, oh, I better win Dad of the Year because I fucking hate these these movies. And he took me to all of them. I'm guessing, hoping that I would be like wanting to know the originals, but I never did. So yes, at some point I'll probably sit down and watch them front to back, and I'm sure I will like them because people like them for a fucking reason. Don't worry, I'm going somewhere with this. I'm getting off on a Star Wars tangent. Don't worry, we're coming back to the original thing about fans and how absolutely crazy they can be. But yeah, the all of those were it, and so I watched, like I said, the first one, and then I watched Rogue One, and I was bored. At that point, I gave it 2 shots. I was cutting myself off. I had 2 shots of the shitty movie, and I was done. I called the bartender off, and I called myself a cab. Excuse me. But anyways, going back to the fans. I just may not be fanatic enough to want to, I don't know, say someone should die because of what they did. Okay, so there's been a lot of fan bases who have done this. A lot of fan bases in the time, but none of them have been as bad as the one that I've seen with Star Wars. And it's crazy, because it's not basement dwelling neckbeards that are saying, let me go get my Excalibur and I'm going to go use J.J. Abrams and I'm going to cut your nuts off and shove them up my butt. It's nothing like that. For some reason, there is a wave of Tumblr bullshit where, for some reason, people are losing their minds. And again, I don't want to spoil anything from the absolutely epic ending of the recent trilogy, but Rey and Kylo didn't get together. The main good guy and the main bad guy didn't get to fucking, and it blew people's minds. In the worst way possible. It wasn't like, oh, I didn't see that coming. What a great, absolutely fantastic. No, it was, wow, that blew my mind. Now I want to blow up everybody's mind that does not believe in this. I have seen so many death threats on Twitter and on like Reddit and everything else like that of people just saying, I can't believe this happened. I want everyone dead in the entire project of this. I want the backup characters to die. I want the guy who did the craft services to die. Everybody is an enemy to these wacky people. And again, these aren't the only people. But at the same time, I don't understand that absolute hatred. Guess what? As a man who's had his pride and joys pushed into the dirt and butt raped so many times as a gamer, any gamer would know that if you like something, it's going to go bad after a while. That there's an expiration date on everything that you love. And unless it dies early and it goes right out of production, it's going to keep going and going and going, and now it's shit. Idea? My first thing that comes to mind, Bethesda. Bethesda, you have fucked over so many people. You were the good one. You were supposed to be the kid that didn't run away from home to go join a circus and soon after become a prostitute because you realized that the circus life didn't get you enough money. You were supposed to be the one that carved their own journey and you went your own way. But you didn't do that. You said, I like this over here though. Let's go into the big city and be a big city lawyer and let's go suck a bunch of cocks for a bunch of money. And that's what you did. That's what you did. So, as a fan, a pretty big fan, ever since Morrowind is when I started with them, and ever since then they've just put out hit after hit after hit after hit. Wait, what's going on? What the fuck is happening? And now I'm here. Now we're at Fallout 76, and guess what? I fucking hate you, Todd Howard, and everybody in Bethesda who's where you're at right now. I hate you, okay? Because you've done so much scummy shit, you've done so much bad shit, and as a man who grew up... wow, I survived a long time before I had to do that. Okay. Back to where I was going to say. After all of the fucking awful shit that you did, like, it even happened before that. Some people said Fallout 4 wasn't good. I still enjoyed it enough to be like, I'll keep giving you money. I'll keep giving you a little bit of my money or the little bit that I have left. And so Fallout 76, when everyone was talking shit about it, even me, I even said I was going to talk shit about it, but you know what? You got one. You got one free chance from me, and I gave it to you. And you fucked me. So guess what? You're no longer up here, you're down here. But I don't want Todd Howard's head on a pike. So why do a lot of these people come out of fucking nowhere and they say, that didn't go the way I wanted to? Death. I want everyone dead. And I know a lot of people out there are going to be like, that's what they say on Twitter, where everyone's a big boy with big boy guns. Yeah, I get it. A lot of people who do death threats and shit like that on Twitter or on Reddit or on 4chan or something like that. Yeah, they say big words, but they don't really mean what they say 99% of the time. They're just trying to show you how much they hate you. But I have never said that. Nor would I ever say that. I would say, boy, you're kind of a cocksucker, aren't you? Yeah, and then guess what? When you find out someone's been doing shitty things, what are you going to do? You're going to do research to see if they did shitty things in the past, and a good percentage of the time, they've done shitty things in the past. So that just encourages you to hate that person or that entity or that corporation or anything, and then you're just going to say, well, I hate you now. And Bethesda, I don't hate you, but you're like the uncle that touched me when I was younger. When I was a little boy, you're like the uncle that brought me in back of the closet and showed me what Mr. Snake was. You're that guy. I have to love you because you're my uncle, but I fucking can't stand you at the same time. What you need to do is you need to encourage me in saying, that wasn't my ding-dong. I was literally showing you a little rubber snake in that dark room, and I'm to be like, I was such a stupid kid, I love you now. But what you're doing is you're saying, yeah, that wasn't only my ding-dong, that was my friend Ed's ding-dong. He was also in the closet with us. Like, that's what you're doing to me, Bethesda. And guess what? Any of the Raylo fans out there, Renlo, Rilo, I don't remember what the fuck they call you, but this little tiny sect, and I will say it was a little tiny sect of people who said, I don't like where the love triangle went. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at holding those. But to all those who just said, that's not where I would have taken Star Wars. I don't like you. I will never like you. I will never go to one of your films again, but God bless. Best of luck. They're not even in this area. There's so many people that I have just seen that have just said, Yeah, it's time to bring back the guillotine, but only for people who worked on Star Wars who do not agree with me. And guess what? I don't agree to that. Just be a dick. You could be a dick to them. You could say, wow, what a shitty movie you did. I don't like what you did. I think you're ugly, and I think that stupid mole on your face needs to be gnawed off by a rat. But I don't want you dead. No. I want you to stay alive as long as you can so I can keep repeatedly bashing you for this, because that's what I do. That's what online people do. I mean, let's be fair. If you kill a thing that's going to give you joy for making fun of it, then you just got rid of a bunch of great entertainment. Nobody deserves to die, because guess what? You can keep going in there and keep digging up that shit. But as soon as you kill somebody for some stupid little shit that you did, who's the real loser here? I think it's you. Anyway, I barely got through that. I think I hacked up part of my lung, possibly part of my liver. Let's be fair, it's most likely my liver. But I'm gonna try to rest my voice from now on. This is mostly an update for people who wondered where the fuck I was, and then a rant for anyone else who is actually interested. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope you have a great day. Cheers.